You almost fooled me, 93 grade gas. Did you know you're giving money to big oil that you could actually keep in your own pocket? Do this little 30-second thing each time you fill up and save $7.50 with each tank of gas. It's like making $600 per hour. In the USA, we have three primary grades of gasoline available at the gas pump. The different grades all have a different octane rating. There are three grades commonly available, and it is based upon the octane rating. The octane rating of gasoline is a measure of the performance of the fuel and is based upon how much the fuel can be compressed before combusting. The three grades are 87, 89, and 93. Each grade has a different price point, with 87, also known as regular, being the cheapest. Then comes 89, known as mid-grade, and then there's 93, which is premium, and it is the highest price gasoline. I crunched the numbers on gas prices in my area, and this is what I found. I am in the south, where they tax us a little less, and we enjoy very low-priced fuel. The average price per gallon in my area was as follows. 87 was $2.43, 89 was $2.69, and 93 was $2.94 per gallon. I then divided the price of the gas by the octane rating and got these numbers. 87 was 0.028, 89 was 0.030, and 93 was 0.032. That makes sense, right? Higher grade fuel costs more to produce, so it makes sense that there are extra processes required to achieve the higher octane rating for the fuel. Generally, older cars and average everyday cars use regular gasoline, the 87 grade, and higher performing cars require a higher octane rating gasoline. If you were to sit outside a gas station and watch what people pump into their cars, you would see the gas pumpers typically either using 87 grade or 93 grade, and probably only a couple of people per thousand using the 89 grade. So why is 89 even there? It's most likely a marketing trick designed to sell more fuel or more of a particular grade of fuel, usually a higher priced fuel. It's most likely the decoy effect in action, but I haven't done my research on the tactics that the oil companies use, but I can assure you that it is there to sell more fuel. With all the psychological tricks in place to sell more of a product, I'm sure that the world's biggest industry, big oil, know exactly how to maximize their sales. And it seems like three options does the trick. Now here is where you are letting yourself be screwed over. If you drive a car that requires that you use premium gas, this is where you are being screwed over. And I'm going to show you why and how you can get past that to save between 5 and 15%. That's around $3 to $9 per tank each time you fill up. One of the things we all do is check the price of gas. And sometimes, even to save a few cents a gallon, we will drive a couple of extra miles if we saw it cheaper elsewhere. So saving even a few cents per gallon is important to a lot of us. I'm going to show you how you can probably save even 50 cents per gallon in places, especially in places where gas is more expensive. So here's how you do it. Take a moment to consult the manual for your car, or even just open the gas cap door. There will be a table right there telling you the minimum octane rating that you should put in your car. And here is something very important to know. Rarely will that minimum octane rating say 93. It will usually be 91 as the minimum octane rating. So they sell 93 at the gas stations, but the most high-performance cars really only generally need 91. So when you fill up with 93, not only are you paying more per gallon, but you are unnecessarily paying disproportionately more per octane point, more than you need to be paying. Now, by profession, I'm a biochemist. I've done a lot of diluting in the lab, so I think I could indisputably call myself an expert in the area of dilution. And if you only need 91, and there are three options at the gas pump, 87, 89, and 93, you can mix and make your very own 91 grade fuel right there at the pump. And it only takes about an extra 60 seconds at the pump. Now, if you think you're going to feel silly doing this, don't. No one's watching you. All you need to do the next time you fill up, and for each and every time you fill up, is for the first 2/3 of your tank add 93 grade, and for the remaining 1/3 add the much lower priced 87. The result is 91 grade gasoline, which is just what your car needs. So if your car takes 15 gallons to fill, pump 10 gallons of 93, stop the pump, take 30 seconds to reswipe your credit card, and then add 5 gallons of the lower priced 87. And you are all set with 15 gallons of 91 in your tank, and an extra $2.50 to $7.50 in your pocket, and not in Big Oil's pocket. Based on my local prices, you just saved $2.55. Based on the price I just researched in California, you just saved $7.50. Exactly. In fact, if you have a tank full of 93 in your car right now, wait until it gets down to 2/3 and go and top up with 87. Based upon the prices at the beginning of this video, you will get to be able to fill up with that very low $2.43 per gallon grade, and it will just feel good to do. Based upon the prices above, I'm going to show you how much you can save per year, and then how much you can save in 10 years. The average car drives 15,000 miles per year at an average consumption of about 25 miles per gallon. That's 600 gallons per year. Based on the low prices in my area, that's $102 per year. In a high-priced state such as California, you can save around $330 a year. If you drive even more than that, you will save even more. Now, over 10 years, that's between $1,020 and $3,300. By adopting this as a habit each time you fill up, in 10 years, you will be glad you did when you have an extra $3,300 in the bank. So, you saved between $1,020 and $3,300 over 10 years for watching a 10-minute video. Now, dividing that by 6, which is 60 minutes divided by 10 minutes, while watching this 10-minute video, you literally earned the equivalent of between $6,120 and $19,800 per hour. That was some productive time spent, wouldn't you agree? Let me also quickly show you the per hour value of taking this extra minute at the gas pump each time. If you would save $3,300 over 10 years, you're actually going to fill up 333 times, assuming an 18-gallon tank. That's 333 extra minutes. That's an extra 5.5 hours to save $3,300. That's a $594 per hour activity, just for taking an extra minute at the gas pump. You should look for other high value per hour things you could do in little everyday things. It's the very high value per hour little things that accumulate over time, so that when we stop and look back, we are glad we did them. If I think of any others, I'll let you know. So, in summary, you almost fooled me, 93 grade gasoline, but you didn't. Nor do you any longer fool those who viewed this video. Thank you.